everybody. Welcome to the Hallmarkies podcast. And we are really excited today. We are talking about off-network movies. This is our 6th off-network episode of this holiday season. We're talking about Netflix. We're talking about Lifetime, lots of Lifetime, and all the other streaming services that we haven't seen everything, but we've seen a lot. So it's going to be really fun. And I'm film critic Rachel Wagner, and Anna's here.
Hey, everybody.
And Colleen is here.
Hi.
Yes. So I don't know about you all, how you're feeling, but boy, this, even for me, keeping up with this Lifetime schedule is very difficult. They have so many movies.
One every single day for that long is so much. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I can't watch them live. I need to watch them the next day or a couple days later so I can flip through the commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of a mixed bag, I would say. This group for this week, they had a pretty bad stretch, and then I would say this one was more like hit and miss. This group, so yeah, it's an interesting strategy. It doesn't seem like it's paid off for them though in ratings or in quality. In general,
it really doesn't. According to the ratings, it's not good. And I just think in December, and we've talked about on our podcast chat where we watch so many of these movies. By the time you hit December, we're hitting early burnout. So it's by the time you hit December, new movie every day is no, we needed this back before, because now it's reaching burnout.
Yeah, I think it probably would have been better for them to do more of a lead up to Thanksgiving, and then be done in the middle of December rather than be done on Christmas Day.
And people are so busy. There's so much else they have to do. You're running around shopping, and because everyone's out doing all that again this year. So
yeah. Well, let's dive in. Let's talk about it. And we're starting with a doozy. We're starting with Christmas with a Crown. Marcus Rosner, Lisa DeRue, who I love both of them, Lifetime. And it's after Cassie returns to her hometown to revive her family's traditional Christmas festival, she meets a dashing stranger, Nicholas, who's volunteered to help organize the event. Sparks fly between them, but little does she know that he's really a prince in disguise, longing to find the true spirit of the holidays. It will take a Christmas miracle of royal proportions for their hearts to meet as one. So this movie I actually saw last year. I watched it on the Hoopla app, and I did not care for it at all. I thought it was really bad. And it's not really the actor's fault. I mean, because there's some talented people in here. Taylor Rothery's in this movie, but I just thought the script was so bad. And I mean, we've seen so many of these royal movies, and sometimes they can surprise you, like with this recent one on Hallmark Channel, the Royal Queen's Christmas. That one I really enjoyed, actually.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was cute.
But this one, I did not rewatch it. I'm not going to put myself through that, but I did not enjoy it last year. What did you think of it, Colleen?
I pretty much agree. Probably the most annoying thing, I did think the script was bad, but was the accents.
Yeah, I remember.
Terrell Rothery's accent was awful, and why would he go back and forth between his regular Canadian accent and his whatever that accent was? It was awful. It was so distracting. So that, for me, those two things were the worst part of the movie.
Yeah.
Of a long line of bad things.
Yeah, and then her whole plan to save the town with this festival. I mean, I know we've seen that a million times, but usually it makes a little bit more sense than this plan did. I remember thinking, what is going on with her? And they had so few people at this festival. You're how are you gonna raise all the funds that you need for this library? I don't know. But yeah, I like both of these actors in other projects, but it was just not feeling the chemistry. The writing, the script was not great. So yeah, I think I gave it a 1.5 out of 5 last time. I don't know. What would you give it, Colleen?
I'll be generous and give it a 2, but that's really stretching it. Maybe,
Right.
like, you know what? Let's do 1.75. I just
Yeah.
can't go for 2. That's at least semi-average.
Yeah. We don't recommend it, Anne. Don't.
No,
Believe
don't waste 2
me,
hours.
last year when Rachel told me, I'm like, okay, nope, not watching this movie because it sounds not good. So
Yeah. Now, one that I saw that you all didn't see is The Housewives of North Pole on Peacock streaming service. This Queens of North Pole, Vermont. Trish and Diana have won the best holiday house decorating competition every year for the past 9 years. But days before Christmas, a friendship-ending argument sparks a town-wide feud and draws the attention of a national magazine writer hoping to make a name for herself with her scintillating expose. And this was, I think, directed by Ron Oliver, who's done a lot of Hallmark stuff. And it was pretty fun. I feel like they could have done more with the whole North Pole kind of thing. It was pretty much just your standard snowy town kind of. Also, like, is like the breakout hit, I feel like, of this Christmas season. He is so charming. I loved him in Christmas in Tahoe, which I did not expect to like that movie, and then I ended up liking it. But he's really good in this, and their relationship is really cute. They have a whole they're hiding it from their moms because their moms are, in this feud. But at one point he comes through her bedroom window, like sneaks in, which was cute. It was fun, and they had nice chemistry. And the whole feud was fun and well done. So I enjoyed this one. I think that it's worth, has some humor in it. It has some romance. I think most of our listeners will really enjoy it. So I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Oh,
yeah, it was, and it was funny. It's got like a little bit more like PG-13, I would say.
sexy.
yeah. Well, it has a
A little more
housewife name in
colorful.
it. You have to have something. Because I only watch I do watch the Housewives in New York. That's the only one. So.
Well, and Kyle Richards is like a legit actress. She was in Halloween, and she's in lots, other stuff. So she can act, and I just think that Kyle Selig is the real star of this Christmas season. Breakout. If we do a breakout star in the Hallmarkies Podcast Awards this year, we definitely have to include him.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoyed him in the other movie.
Yeah. So, all right. Then we had A Fiance for Christmas, and this stars Marie Osmond, Amanda Payton, and Adam Gregory. And it's perpetually single Sawyer makes a fake wedding registry to burn off some Christmas loneliness. Her friends find it and think she's become secretly engaged. Too embarrassed to tell the truth, she instead finds a fiance for the holidays. So you saw this, right, Colleen?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
It was okay. It wasn't the worst thing I've seen on Lifetime this year.
Ringing endorsement.
No, it was okay. I mean, although I was busy, I guess the indicator is if you're sitting still and you're really paying attention, or you're like, a lot of these movies I do my exercising during, so I'm able to watch them, and like I do a lot of walking and stuff in the house, and I can do it while I'm watching a movie. It makes the time go faster. And this one, I wasn't doing that, but I was doing other stuff. So I guess I was a little distracted. I had to rewind a couple times. So I don't know if that says anything, but it was okay. I didn't think they had the best chemistry, but I really liked her, the actress. I
was just going to say the same thing. I really liked her. I didn't think they had the best chemistry, but I liked the whole concept. I thought it was a really clever idea of this girl, her friends kind of push her to do this fake wedding registry just for fun, because her one friend is getting married, and so she's doing it, so she does it along with her friend just for fun. But then the people find it and think that she's engaged, and she'd used an ex-boyfriend name on the registry. And And so anyway, she ends up in this fake relationship, which is always fun.
Mhm.
And I thought that Marie Osmond was pretty good as her mom. Like she was like a normal, like I feel like usually her performances are really over the top or she plays a singer. In this case, she's just her mom.
And she was what, an anthropologist, which
yeah.
was a very
Oh, that's
interesting
right. Yeah, I forgot
career
about
for
that.
her.
Yeah, but it was like a more normal role,
Mhm.
you know, for her, I would say.
I have a love-hate relationship with Marie Osmond. Sometimes I like her, and sometimes I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like I saw Donnie and Marie do a Christmas show. You guys would have been in heaven. It was wonderful. But then to see her like a lot, I can't take a lot of her.
Yeah. I've never seen her live, but
Oh, you need to see her. She's great.
yeah. But yeah, actually I've for the most part liked her Lifetime movies. I feel like she has
Mhm.
pretty good taste in
Mhm.
picking out scripts. But yeah, this one she was just a normal person. She wasn't like the last one last year. She was like this diva boss, like crazy person.
Yeah, I saw that one.
remember.
Yeah. She was kind of fun in that. She was like Cruella de Vil of Lifetime last time. This one, she's just a normal mom, and yeah, I don't know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty well written. The acting wasn't the best, you know. There's had its flaws, but I thought the concept was pretty creative. That's definitely something I think that most single women have thought about from time to time of like, oh, I wish I could make a registry and go all with those, you know, with those guns, tagging everything that you want, you know.
It is really fun. So
Yeah.
I understand why you want to. It's pretty cool.
It was fun. I did a long time ago. It was fun.
Yeah. So I give this a 3.5 out of 5.
I'm gonna go with a 3. I thought it was good. It was decent.
Ho, ho, ho. We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies Patreon.
Do you love Hallmarkies podcasts, especially at Christmas?
Do you enjoy the holiday previews, recaps, interviews, and bonus episodes?
If the answer is yes, please consider supporting the Hallmarkies Patreon. We need your help to do what we do both during the Christmas season and all year round.
But not only do you help a podcast led by strong, independent women by becoming a Patreon, you get to become a part of the Hallmarkies family.
Starting at only $2 a month as a patron, you will have access to our Facebook Patreon group where we talk about the movies, shows, and more all year.
We also have many monthly patron watch-alongs with guests like Lacey Chabert, Natalie Hall, Paul Campbell, Mary Lou Henner, and more, giving their behind-the-scenes details of their films.
As a patron, you also have the chance to provide input into the podcast and even join us at different tiers.
So this Christmas season, spread some cheer to the Hallmarkies Patreon and become a member today. You won't regret it.
Go to patreon.com/Hallmarkies to learn more.
That's patreon.com/Hallmarkies.
Next one I got to see was on Netflix, and it's Shaun the Sheep, The Flight Before Christmas. And this is Shaun's seasonal excitement turns to dismay when a farmhouse raid to get bigger stockings for the flock inadvertently leads to Timmy going missing. Can Shaun get Timmy back before he becomes someone else's present? So I love Shaun the Sheep. He is so cute. And if you haven't seen the 2 Shaun the Sheep movies, they're really adorable. And they kind of have this sort of the humor of a silent movie. The characters don't talk, and so it's all through sort of the comedic sort of set pieces and gags that they have. And I love Aardman. I love the animation. I think it's so cute. And they just make everything funny. Like in the second movie, there's this whole sequence where the sheep order pizza. It's delightful and hilarious. And in the first movie, the farmer becomes this celebrity hairstylist. He does the same hairstyle that he does for the sheep.
Funny.
It is really funny and good. And so I love the franchise. There's a whole series over in England, and I've seen some of it, and it's so cute. And this is just a very cute, sweet short. And there's a great tradition of animated shorts during the holidays, going back to Charlie Brown, to the Grinch, to Rudolph. There's tons. And so I'm always excited when that tradition is upheld and kept up. And in this case on Netflix, we had 2 shorts from Aardman Animation Studios, who do Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep. And they had Robin, which was so cute, about a bird that thinks it's a mouse. So cute. and and then this, and they're both under 30 minutes. So worth your time. And especially if you have kids, they will absolutely love Shaun the Sheep and The Flight Before Christmas. Really cute. I give it like 5 stars, 5 crowns. It's so cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of shorts, Rachel, I don't know if you saw today that there's a Ted Lasso short out.
Oh.
That's like
I saw
it's
that.
like claymation, isn't it? It was so
Oh.
cute.
It was something. Yeah, it was not like real people. It was something like
and
that.
it's their voices. Oh, it's super cute. It's about 4 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I missed that. I was at the
I
Matrix.
can't believe they're breaking news for you.
I missed that.
She was in the Matrix.
Yeah. But I'll have to check that out. I mean, we already covered this summer, we covered
Right.
the Christmas episode of Ted Lasso, me and Carrie. So if you haven't seen that episode of podcast, you should, because it was so good. I loved that episode of Ted Lasso.
Fabulous.
Yeah. And I mean, that's another great tradition, is the Christmas episode of, your favorite shows. We had an episode with Joanna Wilson, who has written literally an entire book on Christmas TV. And we talked all about all the classics. Mary Tyler Moore has one of the best. The Simpsons was started. The very first episode of The Simpsons was a Christmas episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that's a fun one too. I'll put that in the description if people haven't listened to that one.
Cool.
She really has like the dream job where she gets to cover Christmas TV for her whole life. That's great. Anyway, but I loved Robin and I love Shaun the Sheep, The Flight Before Christmas. They are so cute. So take a look. All right, let's talk about Holiday in Santa Fe. This is on Lifetime Channel. It's Mario Lopez, Emerald Tobia, Amy Garcia, and it's sparks fly when greeting card executive arrives in Santa Fe to acquire a tight-knit family company that creates ornaments inspired by Mexican Christmas traditions. And do you think that they were like slightly trolling Hallmark?
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. And that's it. Warm wishes. Like,
Yep.
I was like, this has to be trolling. Like, yeah. It was fun. I was fine.
Yeah. So this one, it was a little bit boring for me at times, but I did like the cast a lot, and there were enough like unique things going on with the save the family business, whatever, that I enjoyed it. I thought it was cute.
I love this one.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like something about it was very heartwarming. And then I didn't even realize until after I was done that was Mario Lopez's daughter.
Okay, I thought it was. Okay, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is his real daughter, and I really liked her. I thought she was
did
cute.
a
Did a good job, and I really liked that. Like Rachel said, some of the unique things that it had, like the ham toss and the TikTok dance and the pepper eating, and the glass blowing. Like, these are things like that are not like in typical like Christmas movies. So I thought it was nice to have some different things.
That ham toss would get expensive. Hams are pricey.
I know. And
like
that would be
$30.
I would be terrible at that because it looks so heavy. I'm like, how could she have thrown it that far? Like, wow.
And you get to take the ham if you win. Do they how did they pick a winner? Like over the course of the whole day, or if you throw it a certain length, or what's I don't know what
I think it was like over however long they did it, whoever threw it the farthest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
That would
I think hers was like 26 something feet or something.
I could throw
that would make more sense because
feet.
it's expensive. Hams are pricey.
Yeah.
They're more expensive than turkeys.
It's probably just that same ham just getting pounded and smashed and like messed up.
I was gonna say about Mario Lopez. So he's 2 months older than me.
Uh-huh.
And he's one of the few actors I can think of that can be paired with a really younger actress, because I think she's only like
Yeah.
early 30s, and you can't
Yeah.
really tell, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Mhm.
I think they had great chemistry. It's something about his charm. I just get a kick out of him. I've liked him since Saved by the Bell. I thought they were great together. I liked her. The only other movie I could think of with her was that really bad Hallmark movie. It was a summer one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh, it's bad.
Sun, something in the sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love in the sun. That's
Oh,
what
it
it was.
was really bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that one was not great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was not great. I knew she'd done a Hallmark movie, but I forgot which one it is. But she is stunning. She's gorgeous.
She's
Yeah.
so beautiful. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to her Amazon holiday series that's coming
Mhm.
this Friday. I'm looking forward to that. So
Ooh, what's
Yeah.
that called? Do you know?
with love.
Oh,
It's it starts on Christmas Eve and then they hit like New Year's Day, Valentine's, something, Day of
Ooh.
the Day. It's like 5 episodes, but the first one I think is like the closest to Christmas, and then it kind of goes kind of like holiday, but this is like not I don't know what the rating, but it's it hits different holidays each episode. I think it's like 5 or 6 episodes.
Oh, that sounds cute.
It's like 3 different couples, well, and her parents, and then her brother, and then I don't know how the other couples related, but yeah, it's like a bunch of different couples following them. So I think it's gonna be good. I hope.
That sounds really good. That sounds really good. I also appreciated it in this movie that I really actually liked the ornaments. I thought they were so pretty.
Mhm.
Like both the ones that they were selling, the way that it was kind of a ceramic with like a pattern on it. It was beautiful. They were really neat. And Milagre, I guess that's what they were the Milagre ornaments.
Mhm.
But then she does the glass blowing ornaments as well, which I also thought were really beautiful.
Yeah.
And the whole plot point for the sister about how she doesn't have the confidence that her mother had, that she doesn't do things the same way as her mom, and that's kind of hard for her. I felt like that was a pretty good conflict and a pretty
Yeah.
good storyline, and she did it well, and that made it more interesting to me as far as the save the factory
Mhm.
storyline was that at least we're getting to kind of know these people better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he was a little bit too grumpy too long. I it's just like even the people in his family were like, what are you doing? Why are you behaving this way? Which I appreciated.
Yeah, like she came to you as soon as she found out.
Yeah.
Told you like,
Mhm.
I don't agree. This stuff is offensive. And I'm just like, yeah, like why is he like so upset? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like she was willing to quit her job, and if he had just asked a few follow-up questions, then he would have realized that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I haven't been the biggest fan of Mario Lopez's like the last couple movies.
Mhm.
And so this one was, I think, better than the last couple of his movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was, I'm trying to think what was the Lifetime one that I really liked with him. Like he can be funny when they allow him to be funny.
Yeah.
And the new Saved by the Bell is actually pretty good.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched it. I need
I've
to
seen the
watch it.
first season. I haven't seen the second one yet, but yeah.
Yeah. It's well done, well written. It's a good reboot for considering reboots. So what would you give Anne Holiday in Santa Fe?
I would say 3.5.
What about you, Colleen?
I liked it.
Oh, I'm going higher because this is actually in my top 5 of non-Hallmark right now, because we're really kind of grasping in some respects because I haven't seen
Yeah.
as many as you
Mhm.
guys. I would go 4.5. I really liked it.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
We'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor for this episode of the podcast. It's the Hallmarkies merch store.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for the postable, hardy, or Hallmarky in your life?
What about getting that t-shirt or hoodie that will help you stand out at your next holiday party?
Now is the time to check out the Hallmarkies merch store.
full of festive designs by artists like Jessica Miller, Carrie from Hallmark Comics, and more.
You can even have more than just shirts, but totes, cell phone cases, notebooks, mugs, and more.
And it isn't just Hallmark. We have designs for Anna Green Gables, Man from Snowy River, The Nanny, and more.
Every purchase at the merch store goes to help support the podcast and allows us to make the great content you know and love.
There are frequent sales, so go to tpublic.com/stores/Hallmarkies or see the link in the description.
That's tpublic.com/stores/Hallmarkies.
Time we had The Ghosts of Christmas Past, and this stars Annie Clark and Dan Jeanette, and it's Ellie, a serial ghoster on dating apps, is told by a fortune teller that she must resolve her past and make amends with all those she ghosted before Christmas, or she is destined to never find true love. Over the course of 1 week, she takes it upon herself to track down all the men she's ghosted before the stroke of midnight on Christmas Eve and discover love in the process. So this is a total friends to lovers story, which I'm a huge sucker for. I love that trope.
Yeah, me too.
I thought that they had really good chemistry. There's some not the best acting in this movie, if I'm honest, but I really liked the concept of her having to kind of go to all of these people that she ghosted and kind of apologize. Most of them, she sort of rationalized it because they were people not in real life, people that she ghosted online. And so that's how she rationalized it. But at the whole time, she's communicating with one person that she ghosted, and they're kind of talking it through. Turns out it was him. I mean, I guess that's a spoiler, but it was him. And so she ghosted him, but didn't realize that it was him because it was an online person, right? And so they're talking and talking, and of course getting closer and closer, and then they, you have the big reveals and everything. It was cute. I really liked all of their friends were fun and kind of they were giving sort of commentary to everything that was happening. And like who lives this way? Who does this to people? And they were funny and sort of snarky, and she did ghost a lot of people. She has way more success with online dating than I've ever had. That's for sure. But I like this one. I thought it was good. Again, some of the acting, not the best. It's obviously an acquisition, not made with that much money, but I liked the leads. I thought the concept was pretty creative. So I'm actually going to give this one a 4 out of 5. So I recommend it. I thought it was fun. Okay, let's talk about The Holiday Fix-Up. This starred Jana Kramer, Ryan McPartlin, and Maria Menounos. And it's when Sam, an interior designer, returns home during the holidays to help renovate the Bell Harbor Inn. She gets paired with Coop as her contractor. The only problem, he's the guy who broke her heart, and she's the one who got away. So you got to see this, Anne. What did you think about it?
I liked it. I thought that they had, good chemistry. I like all three of these people, Maria Menounos, Ryan, and Jana. I enjoyed like some of their banter, like their mean, like banter at the beginning, and just some of their kind of like sparring at each other. I did feel like she kind of got too mad for me in this movie, and that kind of was the thing that kind of like bothered me. I was like, oh, okay, we understand, like you're upset, but other than that, like I enjoyed this movie. There's an early kiss in this movie. I just like them. Like I thought it was fun. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, what do you think, Colleen?
I agree with you, Anne, completely about her being mad. Like, he couldn't even explain what happened. I mean, I know that was like intentional for the story, but come on, it got to be a little much. But I really enjoyed it as well. I like her a lot, and I like Ryan McPartlin, and I thought Maria Menounos, I was hoping she had more of a role than maybe, because she was like third build, and she did, so that was nice. I enjoyed it, and I liked the older guy too who ran the inn. I liked everybody.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it too. I really liked that mid-movie kiss. That was really good.
That was good.
It was very good.
snowball fight thing, that was hilarious. I was
Yeah.
dying. I was like, this music, this slow-mo, like I thoroughly enjoyed the whole over dramaticism, whatever you call it. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah, that composer was working. He took this extremely seriously. It was like he was composing for the Lord of the Rings. Like,
Yeah, I really,
it
yeah.
really was. It was like
It was intense.
yeah, it was good. It was really fun. And yeah, they have great chemistry. And I thought the banter was fun between them. And once they finally, do get together, it was very satisfying. And basically, like, the main conflict is that he found out that the big show that she was doing that they thought was going to be the two of them, it turns out it was just going to be her. And so he decided he didn't want her to miss out on the opportunity. So he ended the relationship when he was going to propose. And so that was fun. I mean, I agree, it was a little too long, but the whole proposal element was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. And the arch and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So so yeah, I enjoyed this one. I think it's probably one of the better Lifetime movies this season. And so I'd probably give it, I think I would give it a 4.25 out of 5. What about you, Anne?
It's actually the same as I did. 4.25.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What about you, Colleen?
Same. I think that's just right for this one. It was good.
Very good. All right. So then I saw on OWN channel, they had A Christmas Stray, Andrew Fuller and Ryan Nicole Brown, and it's a tightly wound corporate executive finds himself hopelessly lost in a small mountain town on Christmas Eve, unable to shake the adorable stray dog who ran him off the road, and irresistibly drawn to the free-spirited local veterinarian who is sorely in need of some Christmas magic herself. So unfortunately, this one was not good. I would say that the OWN movies have been better this season. I liked the Chestnut Family Reunion, I think it was called. Chestnut Family one. Look it up. It was pretty good. This one was not good. The acting was really bad across the board.
No.
I hate to say that, but it was true. And obviously that hurts the chemistry. And like, there's not as much about the dog as you think there's going to be from that description and the title. Like, he's really not in the movie that much, the dog. And a lot of it is them like at this party. They're at this party so long, like dancing and talking, and there's all this melodrama and everything. And I don't know, I got bored with it. I got distracted from it, and it just wasn't very good. I would give it a generous 2 crowns. This one was a mess. Yeah.
Oh,
I hate, you always want stuff to succeed, and be good. And it's,
watch, if you want to watch OWN, watch the Chestnut one. It was good. This one, not good. All right, let's talk about Blending Christmas. This is Lifetime and Haley Duff and Aaron O'Connell. The holiday season is in full swing when Emma learns that the resort where she used to spend Christmases with her family is being redeveloped. I mean, that doesn't really give you a true idea of this movie. She finds out about that, but then her boyfriend plans this whole weekend where he gets all of her family to come up to this resort so that he can propose. And so it's a big surprise for her. And you're sort of there over the course of this weekend, waiting for the big moment when he's going to propose.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just like one of those people, like, my proposal was only like me and my husband, and I was so glad that nobody else was there. I don't know. I'm just that kind of person. Like, I don't want to be in front of people.
You don't want to be on a Jumbotron?
Yeah, definitely not. One of 25,000 people. No. For sure.
I wouldn't mind my family being there. I definitely, the Jumbotron, it would be a no. That would be like, how could you think?
Does anybody want that? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But like, did you guys see that Adele special where Adele brought a couple out and he proposed in front of the Adele concert? There was this Adele special on a CBS
My
a couple
gosh.
weeks ago. In front of all
Oh
these
my
celebrities, it was
gosh.
all a celebrity crowd, and he brings her out to the Griffith Observatory and proposes to his girlfriend. And she was blindfolded and didn't know it was an Adele concert. Like,
Oh
till
my
that moment,
gosh.
I would
I
be.
would have been so happy, but I would have killed him at the same time.
Yeah.
I probably would have fainted. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's extreme.
Yeah. And so sort of the gimmick in this movie is they have the members of the some of the members of the Brady Bunch playing her family. Yeah, which was pretty fun, which was cute. And I did think that her getting so mad at him for like basically one of the ways that he gets her father to come up to the hotel is he says we're going to like look into it and appraise it basically. And so he uses that to kind of convince him to come. And then when she finds that out, she's just like furious. And I don't understand why she's furious, because I would think somebody who'd grown up with her father would know that that's a way to get him to come to the thing. Like, I mean, and it's not like he wasn't spending time with her. The boyfriend, he was spending a lot of time with her. So it's not like this thing was taking away. So I would think she would be like, that was very clever. It's very smart of you to use that to get the dad to come. So I didn't really like the conflict that much in this movie, but it was fine. It was enjoyable. Aaron O'Connell is so good looking.
Yes. And his hair is grown out. He has great hair. He has like
He
super
does have
curly,
good
wavy
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
I just saw that With Love Christmas, which is super cute with Emily
Rope.
and
Yeah.
he had real short hair, but then I like this hair way better.
Yeah.
in this
I
one.
agree. I like this better than the Candy Coated Christmas, the one for Discovery Plus.
Ooh, I heard it was bad. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. Yeah.
Like it was average to me. I didn't hate it, but yeah, I mean they're trying to make it seem like it's a big role for Ree Drummond, and I knew that it wouldn't be. She's only in like 2 scenes, maybe 3 scenes in the movie, which she's not a great actress, nor should she be. So it's probably for the best, but yeah, pretty much her whole role is like, here, try some of these treats. What would you like to order? Welcome to the town. It's at least better than the I'll never forgive Hallmark for the
I know what she's gonna say.
the
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle, welcome to my house, open the door.
It was bad. It was bad. She
her whole
literally
role in the
opened the
movie.
door. Yeah.
Everlasting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
wish
like
I
you
loved
said-
she
that
did was
movie,
just
but
open a
why they built
door.
her.
And she
They
was
built
on the
it.
poster, like you said.
Yeah.
So that was just absolutely ridiculous. Like rather just not known and just been surprised than like,
Yeah, that would have been better.
make this big deal about it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd give this one like a 3.25. What would you?
I mean, I didn't love it like a ton, but I am the biggest Brady nerd. Well, one of the biggest Brady nerds you'll ever meet in your life. My friend, one of my friends that's I've known for a few years, and my brother have all tried to do trivia contests and with each other, like with obscure Brady trivia, like what kind of shirt someone was wearing. On the
Oh
shirt.
my gosh.
Yeah. So like we're really good. I've been watching since I was young. So I was really excited to see 4 of the Brady kids in this movie. Like I didn't care what they did.
Did you see you should be in there in California. You should get like a weekend at the renovated house that they did, the Brady house.
It's literally like 15 minutes from me. It's
you should
not far. It's in
totally
Studio City. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
know.
fun. That was a
need
fun
to go.
idea.
I haven't been over there since they redid it. I actually need to drive down. Thank you for reminding me, because it was such a big deal. I watched that whole show. I liked it.
It was fun. I agree. It would be. I'm surprised almost that they haven't announced like a Golden Girls or a Seinfeld or you know what I mean, something else. Maybe they just can't find the exteriors are gone. Those houses are gone. But It was a fun concept, but
But yeah, because of that, I'm going to give it 4 because of the Brady's. Like they elevated it for me personally as a Brady person, a
yeah,
Brady nerd.
there were a lot of little Brady Easter eggs, I guess you might
References.
say.
Did you hear Peter's cracked voice?
Yes. Well, and then when she's like, I can't remember the name, but she's like, Jenny, Jenny, Jenny.
Oh, and that was the girl that played Jan in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is a great Jan. Yeah, that was cute.
You know,
It
because
was
in the
good.
show it's Marsha. Yeah. So it was cute.
Yeah.
All right. So then we had Maps and Mistletoe, and this is Humberly Gonzalez and Ronnie Rowe. And it's Amelia, a cartographer of school maps, has plans for a cozy Christmas at home until her boss has a last-minute project for her, designing a novelty treasure map of the North Pole. Amelia decides to seek out the expertise of North Pole explorer Drew, who reluctantly agrees to help her. As the two work closely, they discover more than either of them ever expected. This movie, I've never heard of two more ridiculous jobs in my life. Like, that they expected us to take this seriously. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is like a flourishing cartography.
I was like, this is like two like unbelievable jobs. Like,
what? There's still explorers in 2021. Like, what is left to explore? Everything's been explored.
All I'm doing is laughing.
Yeah, it was that was bonkers. I'm like, you expect us to believe these jobs? Like, no.
And they played it just completely straight. Like that this was the most important thing. And she was going to have this incredible career as a map maker. And at the end, she gets this like huge investment from this bad man of business.
Yeah.
That's going to invest in her map business. And I'm like, what alternative world are we living in here?
Yeah, it was this movie for me. I hate to be like this. It was unfortunate. Like,
yeah,
I was like, I saw the thing and I'm like, okay, I like Ronnie Rowe, and I'm like, oh, she's cute. Like, I really wanted to like it, and I did like both of them.
Yeah.
But the whole movie, like, I felt bored. I felt like I can't believe these jobs. Like, I'm not really interested.
Yeah.
Like, I was really having to make myself finish the movie and like try to paying attention. But I really liked them separately. But I just couldn't get into this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree. It was pretty boring and just bizarre. And they were good though. I liked the two of them a lot.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time. I can probably say with all honesty, the last time I looked at an actual paper map was like before I got a smartphone, which was like 11 years ago, or whenever the iPhone came out, or the BlackBerry or whatever. That was the last time I looked at a physical map.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time for me too.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever looked at one besides in social studies class, like in 4th grade or 8th grade, because like when my smartphones came out, I think I was in high school. And so, I just never used one to actually go anywhere. Like my dad was always when I was a kid, he would like use the map, to go somewhere, but I've never even used one. So I'm just like, this is just unbelievable. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, the only like semi-explorers left are people like what's the bear guy on Discovery? I can't think of his last name. Anyway, that does like that does those kinds of shows.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, I guess, but just like an outright explorer. like we haven't had explorers for like 200 years. Like it's not even just like in the last 20 years. Like like everything has been explored that's there to explore. Like there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Earth
is tapped out, y'all. You have to go to space. Like, no, we're not taking you seriously as an explorer unless you go to some planet nobody's been to.
I give this one a 2. Yeah. It was just too ridiculous. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I would give it.
I would give it a 2.25.
Yeah.
I really wanted to like it. I just I almost didn't finish it.
All right.
I almost gave up. I was like,
DNF.
no, I've
Did
already
not
watched
finish.
like half of it. I was like, I have to finish. I was like, I gotta make it. Like, come on, like
You're like
you can
putting
do
it on 2x. Like,
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, let's just get to the end. And all those peppermint mochas or whatever, peppermint latte, I'm like, these people would be so hyped up on sugar. Every time he
Yeah.
comes in, he's like, got a peppermint latte. I'm like, oh my God. This is crazy.
All right. Then we had on Peacock, we had A Christmas Miracle for Daisy. This stars Jill Wagner and Nick Bateman, and all of their summaries are like insanely long. So it's Whitney owns Marietta Designs, an interior design firm, which she runs with her friend Andy. She's designing Santa's float for the town's annual Christmas parade when a potential job opportunity comes her way, the full redesign of a landmark home by Christmas Eve. Despite the challenge, Whitney and Andy sign onto the job only to discover the home's new owner is Whitney's ex-boyfriend, Connor, who has moved to town from Los Angeles with his bright-eyed young daughter, Daisy. Connor had no intention of becoming a family man, but when his goddaughter's orphaned, he adopts her and commits to becoming a devoted single dad. More than anything, Daisy wishes for a mom to complete her picture-perfect family, and no prospect is as perfect as Whitney. Tall order, but Christmas is a time for miracles. So, yes. So this movie, the little girl is really cute. They did a very good job
Yeah.
with that.
She's
and
good.
Nick Bateman is a dream.
Oh my gosh.
So
yes.
handsome.
He is literally what you see on the cover of a romance novel, like with his shirt off. Like that's literally what he looks like. Like, wow.
Yeah. And I died laughing when Jill takes him to go shopping.
I know. Rachel's like, I cannot watch Jill Wagner shop. I love Jill Wagner, like with my whole heart. Like, I just love to watch her do anything.
I love her too.
Yeah.
She's my cousin, as we say on the podcast. I love her too. But I'm just saying, it's just funny to me that, like, how many movies has she played an interior designer or a party
Yeah.
planner where she has to take
A
even
lot.
in the Explorer one. I can't think of the name all of a sudden. The one with Paloha in Fiji.
Oh, yeah.
Pearl Paradise.
They show her
Pearl
in a
Paradise.
store with a man a lot because
I'm
she
saying,
does
even
it.
Even
in
in
the
Pearl
one with-
Paradise, she takes him shopping.
even in that one, yeah. And the mistletoe movie with no mistletoe kisses, she goes shopping.
Oh,
shopping in that.
yeah.
In
The
the
one with
with
Victor Webster when
Yeah.
she's doing the house in the Winterfest one, she goes shopping. I mean, she goes
And then
shopping
the
all the time.
Evergreen. She
I'm-
was
She
buying
had
the
a
shop,
store.
right?
Yeah, she had a store. Yeah, I mean, they're always showing her with men in stores, especially her pointing stuff to buy for someone's house. Like,
So I
it's
think
just-
Hallmark is missing out on a big opportunity here. I mean, this is Peacock, but you need to have Jill Wagner in a shopping, like HGTV, I'm going to design your house show,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because I just feel like it's inevitable.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, it is. It is.
But this was cute. This was a cute movie. They had good chemistry. The little girl was adorable. It did all of the things that you need a movie like this to do.
Yeah.
And did it well. And so yeah, I liked it. It was good and it pulled on the heartstrings. I guess it's based on a book. And so
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean it's really basic, but
Yeah.
I really like their chemistry. I really like the little girl, which I'm really kind of iffy on the kid actors a lot of times, but I really liked her.
Yeah.
I like their little snowed in, like one night snowed in. I thought that was cute and like cozy that they had to wear those sweaters and they're, playing
that was cute.
cards and stuff. That was cute. And I just love Jill. I think she's actually like my favorite like Hallmark leading lady. I don't know. I just adore her like so much. And I thought that the little side relationship that was cute. And I loved how like into her like Nick Bateman was. He was like, I wasn't the one who broke up with her. Like I'm always like liked her and I still like her. Like he was like, that was her who did that to me. Like he
Yeah.
was like just totally into her and like totally fine with it.
So yeah, this one I would give a 4. I think too. It was good.
Yeah. I would give it a 4.25.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot.
All right, last one is on the Paramount Network and on CBS, and it's A Christmas Proposal, and Adam Rodriguez and Jessica Camacho, and it's A chef who dreams of having her own food truck agrees to pose as girlfriend of an attorney. Working together, they try to prove he's the ideal candidate to take over the family firm, but it is complicated as real sparks begin to fly. And I don't know, Anne, you saw this movie. What did you think about it overall?
Overall, I liked it. I liked their chemistry. I like both of these actors. I thought the family dynamic was interesting. I like that, you know, it was an accident. Like he wasn't like, let's do this arrangement. Like before they went into the house, it just kind of like, it was on accident that it happened. I did feel like they kind of missed out on some humor. I feel like more humor could have been added in that they kind of missed out on. That's just my personal take on a fake relationship. I kind of like when they just do crazy stuff with it. I feel like they kind of missed out on that some, but I love the diversity and I like the family dynamic, and I think it was cute.
No, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so well done. I mean, talk about a story we've seen many times, but it was executed very well. I liked the two of them a lot. I thought they had really good chemistry. I bought their sort of building romance, and the whole idea of her being his Uber driver was a clever, I thought, concept.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. And the side characters were fun. Her best friend I enjoyed. She was funny. And I bought in the end when they get to get together at the end. I bought it, and so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining. I was never bored watching it, and the whole family was well done. It was funny, and I don't know. I think when you're comparing it to Unexpected Christmas, the thing about Unexpected Christmas is the ending. The ending was a little rushed.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I didn't have that issue. You're right, though, that one is more funny. So, but I think they're both really strong. They're good movies.
Yeah.
So what would you give this one?
I would give it a solid 4.
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed it. So there we go. We did it. We talked about all the movies.
Oh man.
So let us know if you've seen other ones that we didn't get to cover. Please let us know in the comments section. There's so many. We can't cover them all. And if you got to see any of these, what did you think? We would love to hear your thoughts. And Anne, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at awscott21.
Great. And Colleen?
I am also on Twitter and Instagram at Lele, Lele 44094.
Great. And make sure you're following the podcast at Hallmarkies Pod and Hallmarkies Podcast, all of our social media. And you can find me at Rachel's Reviews, all over social media, iTunes, YouTube, and on Rotten Tomatoes. And if you are listening on iTunes, please leave your 5-star ratings and reviews. We appreciate that so much. And if you are watching on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that so much. We also have the merch store and the Patreon group. All the links for that is in the description. So thanks so much, ladies. And we hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.